Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today I'm feeling a little conflicted. Normally I love the ghost deck, but if I'm playing Jokerless specifically, the ghost deck is not as consistent as, let's say, the Nebula deck, for example. And if it's not as consistent, maybe it's not as fun. I will admit this is not my first attempt. I've already attempted a couple of these Jokerless ghost deck, and it hasn't really gotten off the ground yet, but maybe this time, with the spectral cards in the shop, maybe we can make something interesting happen. Jokerless ghost deck, we can sell the hex for $2. We get an extra $1 of interest in the first round. This is not the first time I recorded myself saying that, nor the first time I recorded myself saying that. Let's try to get a queen here. One more time for the queen. And then we can one-shot. Queen high straight. Alright, hoping for a Celestial pack in the first shop, or maybe Immolate, that'd be cool. Grim for aces is not the worst, actually. I probably want the telescope. So, what if we just play 4 of a kind aces? Well, now I don't want to play 4 of a kind aces because I have a gold ace. Let's try to draw one more ace. There we go. Maybe we don't take the telescope. It's going to be tough for the 4 of a kind to be our most played hand. Though we could get 2 Mars cards right now guaranteed. I think with only 6 aces, I'm not going to stick with 4 of a kind. I could take a Jupiter card and play flushes in the short term. Start out flushes and 4 of a kind. Maybe that's not unreasonable. Maybe take a Saturn card here. Having the Saturn card, now I feel bad about taking the not taking the Mars card from the first pack. I think I don't take the telescope, especially if it's going to cost me interest. Let's try to get a 10. One more time for the 10. With the level up, this straight probably wins. I should have discarded to try to find the gold card. Alright, Fool for Saturn is okay. Going with Incantation, random numbered cards. Let's go Celestial pack first. If I could go Saturn, I can copy it with the Fool. That can be our short-term plan, and then long-term we can play the 4 of a kind. I could save the Fool for Death. Maybe let's just set up the straights for the short term. What this allows me to do is I can take the skip now. Investment tag. Alright, throw away the aces. I can get a 6 for a straight. Maybe. Probably throw away the 4. So I just need a 6 or a jack. I do get both. So level 4 straight is pretty good. It means we can one-shot not just the boss, but also the next round. Gives us some breathing room. Probably we take the grabber, in which case we don't take the standard pack. First hand face down, so we just discard, I guess. Okay. I can go for a low straight. Maybe. I'm looking for a 5. I do get the 5. I'm going to try to get the ace, or another ace, or a 6. That way I can play this straight and get the gold card. Alright, so we spent an extra hand, we spent an extra $1, we got $3 back. Now we got a decent amount of money. Celestial pack, I guess we get another Saturn card. We might be able to hit 3,000, I think maybe not yet. Do I want a holographic 7? Do I want a red seal 3? I think no to both of those. I just want more aces. Alright. $7 is expensive for a reroll. This boss is stinky. Can I get a 5? I can get a 5. I need 8 or 3. There we go. So 9 high straight is less than 3,000, but we can get 3,000 with a higher straight. Or maybe Celestial Pack gives us another Saturn card. I think we still go Saturn cards for the short term. Standard pack, we get a blue seal 9. Okay. Blue seal might take us further. Might take us further in the straights direction. Okay. I throw away the kings. Probably throw away the 7. I have a straight, which we know wins. Yeah. It's gonna be straights unless we get, I don't know, some cryptid cards. Probably Immolate. If we want to play 4 of a kind, we need Immolate. We need to remove cards. I guess I can take a black hole. That helps. Hermit gives me 20 bucks. We could do a little re-rolling. Could take an Immolate. Okay, this boss is going to de-level my hand. So, are these the cards I want to immolate? Sure, why not? Now, if I want to get straights, I have to play the high straights. I need the 10. I have the 10. Now I need the queen, which we discarded one of. Okay. I don't need that many aces. I just need the queen. We have the queen. We have... Could be a one-shot straight. It will get de-leveled, but I think even after the de-level, it still wins. I could, with 5 hands, dig for my blue seal. Probably that's worth it. We have enough money, we can burn hands here. Throw away hands. No problem. Alright, didn't get the blue seal. That's okay. Alright, with the Immolate, we did not lose any aces. I do need more 10s, though. Alright, Celestial Pack. Take a Mars card. Standard pack. Purple 3. I'm not going to take purple 3. Probably we go back in time. It lowers the scoring requirements for us. There is an orbital tag for 4 of a kind. Go back in time. I think I still take Mars cards. We're not that far away from playing the 4 of a kind. Though, admittedly, we're not there yet. Go next. I don't think I skipped for... Oh, the orbital tag changed? What? What? Anyway, let's, I can get a straight with an 8 or a 3. 8 or 3. There's the 3. So, dig for the blue seal. Okay, one more time. Alright. Bummer. Boss says face down after played. Do we want to skip for 40 bucks? Probably not. Technically, I have a lot of money already for re-rolling. I could take an extra ace. Man, I really would like to play the 4 of a kind. Are we there? With ace number 7 with 50 cards in the deck? Let's try it. Blast King. No. Alright. I throw away the low cards. Actually, should have kept the low cards. Go for the aces. We can get one more ace. This, by the way, this is how a lot of Jokerless runs end, or a lot of erratic deck runs end. You go for the 4 of a kind too soon. Sooner than you're reasonably able to make 4 of a kind. Alright. This boss is going to give me some face down cards, which I don't feel great about, but Immolate helps. Okay. Go next. Blue seal in hand, probably we shouldn't Immolate. What we could do is we could discard first, then we can Immolate, then we can discard. Then I want to draw aces. Let's play the pair of queens. Face down cards, I can deduce that these are not aces. Okay. I can discard. I have at least 4 aces. Nice. Next round I need 5,000 points. I got 45 cards. I could go glass card. Okay, just kind of rerolls. There's Saturn. I think we don't need Saturn anymore. Orbital tag for 4 of a kind. Maybe now I'm supposed to skip. Take the 4 of a kind. Boss says no discards. I don't feel great about that. But we did Immolate. So I can go turn the wild ace into a glass ace. Probably shouldn't play the glass ace. Fine. Okay, so if we can get the 4 of a kind, then we win. If we don't get the 4 of a kind, then we cry. Spectral pack maybe helps. Arcana pack maybe helps. Maybe reroll for tarot cards first. Alright, great. Let's go Arcana first in case we get an Emperor. Fool for Mars. That's not exactly what I wanted. Let's go one more. Ah, bummer. Familiar random face cards. Nope. Alright. This is the test. We could win with a straight. We could probably still win with a straight in an emergency situation. Do we play the ace high straight? Ace high straight is like 5,000. We would need 2 straights. Or how do I feel about being able to draw 3 aces in 15 cards? 3 aces in 15 cards, or do we play 2 straights? If I play this straight, I don't have 6s, I don't have any more 10s, so I'm not going to be able to get a second straight anyway. Knowing that I can't get a second straight anyway, let's go for the 4 of a kind. Alright, we did it. Let's not play the glass card. That might have been the hardest boss for us. No discards. We get Overstock. We get Arcana pack. Hermit gives me money. Does not give me deck building. I need tarot cards. Judgment and Wheel. Those are not the tarot cards I'm looking for. Go one more. Empress. I guess Empress helps a little bit. Andy tag gives me 30 bucks. I think we just throttle back here. Alright, we can reasonably get the aces. With as many hands and discards as we have, we can reasonably get the aces. Would be nice to turn the blue 9 into a Zoolander. I think I don't play the glass card because I can't risk it breaking. I think it's we miss out on the money and that's okay. Maybe I shouldn't have turned the ace into glass in the first place. Temperance Snow, but there's a Priestess. Priestess probably doesn't matter. Go next. Okay. One more time. Didn't get the blue seal the last couple times. Still no blue seal. I could make a steel queen. Or probably we don't need to. Barely. Next round, I probably do the steel. Okay. 2 Arcana packs. There's Emperor. Okay, so we can turn the 9 into a Zoolander. We can use the Emperor. Death and the Hungman. That's it. And we got the Fool here, so... Okay. 4 and 2, we hang him. Use the Fool, hang him again. Go next. Now we're chilling. 6 and 5, we hang him. Base cards, go away. I could use Death to copy an ace. I could use Death to copy my 9. I think I'm going to use Death to copy my 9. Yeah, turn the 7 into a 9. Now I have the ×2 from the steel. I don't need to play the glass. And we get 2 planet cards. Okay. What's next? Boss says hearts are debuffed. That's okay. Alright. Retro pack. We get cryptid. I can make more aces. We should make more aces. Even though it involves adding more cards to the deck, I think we should make more aces. We can make a steel ace. Okay. Now that I have more aces, I don't feel bad about playing the glass one. Alright, give me one more ace. 6 aces in the deck, we'll go one more. Alright, and I will play the glass one this time. If it breaks, that's fine. Okay, so without the glass card there, it's like 45,000. Actually, now 50,000. Without the steel... Okay, I can do the next round with 1 steel. I don't need both steel. We get a hung man. That's great. Death. 6 and 3, we can hang him. Death on the ace. I could also use strength on a king. Maybe death for the steel is better. Go next. Okie dokie. So I want 1 blue seal. I guess I throw away the gold card. We have few enough cards. I should dig for the blue seals. Alright, blue seal 1. And blue seal too. Okay. I think if I remove 2 more cards from the deck, we can guarantee our draws. Trading card would be nice. Arcana pack, I can use Priestess here. I could make a lucky ace. I could make a gold ace. Maybe lucky? I can make a glass ace. Probably Empress doesn't matter. Make a glass ace. I do generally want seed money, but maybe it costs me interest right now. I don't want to pay for it right now. Alright, we got the blue seals. All we got to do is draw an ace. 6 aces out of 21 cards. Chip it. Alright. And as long as we get at least 1 blue seal every round, we don't need 2, but as long as we get 1 blue seal every round, we can stay on pace here. I can get a purple 9. I could get a purple queen. Probably we're not supposed to add any cards at this point, just to play it safe. We want to guarantee our draws. Immolate makes sense. Okay. I can go purple ace and then discard it. I could go aura. Let's go purple ace. Okay. Now I have perfect draws. This boss is a little bit stinky. Probably the worst. Okay. Here's the hand. The hand is gonna be, you play this 9 plus these 3 aces, which means you don't need this ace. Don't need this ace. So 2 more aces. Okay, we got the blue seal. 7 cards in the deck, so I could play these 4. I can play these 3 and draw an ace that way. I can play the steel ace. I can turn the queen into gold. Chip it. So with the steel, we need glass to beat the boss. Okay. Glass and steel. We need both to beat the boss, and that's okay. This kind of rerolls is kind of nice. Play the lucky cards. Could give us money. Could play 4 of a kind 8s. We shouldn't. Save a discard for the glass card. I don't need this ace. Okay. 3 aces in the deck. I don't need these 2 aces. I only have 7 cards, but I want to draw the purple here. Get the purple for a hermit. Okay, so I could play the 4 of a kind. Go Mars first and then follow up with a hermit. This boss, yeah. I want another glass card. So before we open booster packs, let's reroll for tarot. We get a fool for another hermit. Maybe I'm supposed to hold the fool, looking for death. Alright, didn't really get what I'm looking for. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but I think we didn't get it. We can hang him, or we can make another glass card. I could just make a glass ace, and that's how we beat the boss. Sucks. We could light him up again. Yeah, why not? We could play multiple 4 of a kind against the boss, I guess. Chariot would be nice. Devil. Meh. Alright. Base, chips, and mult halved. We want the 2 glass cards, and then we're fine. Okay. There's steel. I don't need both aces. I could get rid of this ace. Okay, I have 2 cards left. 8 and 6, we can play them. We can go gold king. We got the foil for extra chips. We lose the 1 glass card, but it's fine. Apparently I didn't need both glass cards. Okay. That's it. That was the tough one. Debuffed until 1 Joker sold. Alright. I got you. Fool for another Mars card. And go next. So here, still discard this glass ace. Get a magician. Okay. I can do lucky jacks. I can do lucky kings. One card left in the deck. We know it's an ace. We play these aces. Cool. Cluster pack gives you a Mars card. And skip the rest. Save my money for the paintbrush. Okay, I can play the lucky jack. I can discard the purple ace. Sun doesn't matter. I have a winning hand. Okay. Mars card. Okay, I want the hand size for sure. I can look inside Arcana. I can reroll first. X, nope. Trading card, nope. Bean. Justice doesn't matter anymore. I mean, you could use it on an ace, but it doesn't matter anymore. Chariot doesn't matter anymore. That's it. Inky. So, I want my aces. One more time, aces. Alright, I can play 4 aces. There you go. I can play 4 jacks. There you go. Alright. Once again, demonstrating a couple of principles here. Number 1, card removal is important. Obviously, we got pretty lucky getting a couple of Immolates here on the Ghost deck. We made some sacrifices. We lost some aces along the way. We lost a blue seal along the way. But if you want to play 4 of a kind, how many aces do you need? You need 4 aces to play 4 of a kind. What you need to do is remove enough cards from your deck so that you draw the exact same 4 aces every time. And here, if I want to play 4 of a kind jacks, right? How do I play 4 of a kind jacks? Well, here's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. You just draw those 4. So here, again, in the final round, we were able to play 4 of a kind twice. Against the boss here, obviously, if you're playing Jokerless, glass cards, steel cards are very powerful. And then if they get debuffed by the boss, then, okay, then you don't have access to those. But you don't just straight up lose. So if you compare the Verdant Leaf to like the Violet Vessel, for example, Violet Vessel is 3 times as many points required. So 3 times as many points, that's 1 glass, 1 steel. That's the difference. Or if they're debuffed, then you can still hit the 100,000 points if you just play whatever your scoring hand is, you play multiple times. So 4 of a kind and straights have the same scaling, so you just play 2 straights. Or sometimes you can still one-shot if your hand is high enough level. Here, level 26 is pretty good, honestly. Part of why this is not higher, if you get it just a little bit higher, maybe level 35, then you can get the 1,000 times 100, you get 100,000, even with the debuff cards. The reason why the 4 of a kind wasn't higher is because we started out on straights, and I think that's important to note here, sort of starting out on one hand that you can consistently make, and then pivoting only when you're sure, only when you can consistently play whatever that higher ranking hand is. Straights into 4 of a kind is not that unusual of a pivot. Part of why that happens, if you start out on straights, once you get blue seals or steel cards or glass cards or gold cards, once you have some kind of valuable card, even just a gold seal, once you have something of value, that's the thing that you use death on. And once you start using death on that thing repeatedly, now you have repeats. Now you have 7 aces. Now you have, could be 8 nines or something like that. And then once you remove cards from your deck, the same thing that you want to do for straights, you do for 4 of a kind. Remove cards from your deck. Copy the valuable card. Now you have enough copies, you can play 4 of a kind if you want. So maybe it's not unusual to start taking 4 of a kind cards earlier if they get offered to you. But obviously, take as many Saturday cards as you need in order to survive the early game. Alright, that was an okay, interesting Ghost deck round. We could do another one. We could do Red Stake Ghost deck. So long term, my goal is to beat every deck on every stake without any Joker stickers. So the white stakes I'm doing completely Jokerless, but the higher stakes I do use a couple Jokers along the way, and then we just sell them. So we could do Red Stake with a few Jokers. And then maybe we can get something interesting to Hex. In the first round, we can go Spades. Maybe throw away the 3. If I keep it like this, any 10 or spade. Or neither. Sucks. Alright. Play the ace high. Flush. Could go superposition. That's kind of fun. I just feel like we've been doing... I'm a superposition believer. So we should do it. I was going to say we've been doing a lot of straights lately, but I'm a superposition believer. We could do high straights, we could do low straights. I think the high straights are more difficult because of the face card bosses, and therefore more interesting. Play the ace high straight. Alright, we got the Priestess. Here's the thing about superposition. If it gives you tarot cards, the superposition is what I call self-enabling. Could take a Buffoon pack here. Trying to find some other kind of value generator. Maybe some kind of early scoring. Maybe we take 6 cents as card removal. Okay. Can I get a 6? I can get a 6. So let's discard the 9s. I'm pretty close to having an 8 or having a jack. Let's play the 6. So Mercury, I probably don't care about. Venus, I probably don't care about. Let's go 6. We get a blue seal. Alright, all I gotta do is get a jack. One more time for the jack. Great. I can play ace high straight. If I play the ace high straight, I can go blue seal 9. Superposition gives me a tarot card, so I gotta make room. Yes. So Saturn and Priestess for another Saturn. Okay. Extra discard seems helpful. Okay. We could take a Jumbo Spectral. Could go Cryptid. Could go Aura. Probably, if I'm going to play the ace high straights, we go Aura 10. Holographic 10. I can copy it and start strengthening it. Let's go next. Alright, with the extra discard, should be easier for us to get the straight. Well, the ace high straight specifically, and we got the blue seal. Still try to get the 6. If we don't get the 6, it's not a big deal. I guess I could sell 6 cents for interest. Alright, boss has decreased level, no problem. Okay. We probably just go next. Okay, I could use death to make another ace. Probably I use death to make another blue seal. Here we want to find the king. So we have the king. We have the blue seal. I don't think I want to use death on a king or a jack, but I can get rid of the 4. Alright. The superposition is going to block the blue seal, but that's okay. I don't plan on having 2 blue seals every time. Just 1 blue seal. Alright, let's go Mega Spectral looking for Immolate. If we don't get to Immolate, we could make a red seal. I could go Lucky Ace and King. And then I could go Red Seal King, maybe. Skip the rest. I don't need Familiar for random face cards. I don't need the standard pack. Let's go next. So here, level 5 straight, we should be able to one-shot. I could play the 6, or I should try to find the jack first. Let's just play the 6. Incantation. Alright, well, that's something that I don't want. Okay, we have the blue seal. Ace high straight. Alright, moon, I guess I can hold on to. There's Immolate. Okay. Could go Buffoon pack. Let's see here, orbital tag on 2 pair. Troubadour for extra hand size. That's great. Okay. Now we can go next. So I can't Immolate here. I could. I just shouldn't. Alright, light them up. Alright, so I need to find a 10. Okay. I could also just get an ace here. Try to get an ace. I do have the 10. Now I can go for just the ace wins. One more time for the ace. I can burn the 6 with the 6 cents, or yeah. Okay, incantation. Nope. We did get the ace. Okay, ace 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. No on the ectoplasm. If I plan on selling my jokers later, we go no on ectoplasm. Maybe I shouldn't have taken the celestial pack here if I know I have seed money. Looking for a 10. Could take a purple jack. Purple jack is kind of like a 10. I could take the 4 and we could just play the low straights instead. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. Maybe that's easier. Go next. So I have the 10 already. That's easy. Okay. Looking for a queen. I can go one more time to try to get my last 6. Didn't get the 6. That's okay. We get the money. And this boss, -1 hand size. Okay. Don't need a photograph. Probably don't need cola, but you never know. There could be something interesting. I do want seed money. I can try a buffoon pack. This stuff I'm not interested in. I guess bloodstone, we can always sell it. Standard pack, look for another 10. Still no 10. Yep. Okay, I have the 10. If I have the 10, then I go for the high straight. I just need the king. Just need the king. There we go. I don't need 2 blue seals. King and queen, we can use the Hierophant. And then ship it. I really want a death card so I could copy this 10. But I guess Priestess for another Saturn card is not the worst. Or not. We go back in time. We don't need to go back in time. Scoring wise, we're doing fine. We can take a mail-in rebate. Rebate on 3s. Okay. Mars card, I guess. Go next. Rebate on 3s. Okay. I could play high card, save my discard for 3s. I kind of want to save my high card for 6 cents. We haven't drawn the 6 yet, but I'm hopeful. We get the 3 anyway. Okay. Ace, king, queen, jack, 10. And this boss, face down cards. Empress is 14 bucks. Okay. Saturn first, Emperor second. I should have checked the skip tags. Oh yeah. Standard pack. I don't need a steel 2. I don't need a generic 8 or 6. I'll take a red seal. I think that's it. Rebate on queens. So we could go for the 4, but there's only 2 of those. So maybe we won't do that. I think we go for the 10. Rebate on the queen. Oh. Yeah, I guess I need a queen now. There you go. Still missing on the 6. I can put a red seal. If I'm going to use death on a 10, I might as well use a red seal on a 10 first. And then ship it. This Sixth Sense is not really working out. Alright. Let's go Saturn into Hermit, into Fool, into Death. Maybe. Is that too complicated? Polychrome 5 is pretty good. I'll take the Polychrome 5. Then I do need the 4s though. Okay. Oops. Maybe for the lucky cards we take oops. We take business card. Instead of rebate. Maybe. Could take baseball card. Could take chariot. Chariot's fine. Celestial pack is garbage. Go back in time. Okay. That's not good. Alright. Rebate on 9s. Okay, there were no 9s in there. That's good to know. Okay. This is a king of spades, which means this is an ace for sure. Good to know. Okay. I need to find my queen. I can make this into steel. Let's try to find a queen. Ace, king. Alright, one of these is a queen. So if we sort by suit, this one's clubs, this one's diamonds. So this one is diamonds. Okay. Ship it. Alright. Now, can I get a death card? I guess strength would also be acceptable. There's a runner. Ooh, crystal ball. Okay, 2 Arcana packs. Reroll first. We do have seed money, don't we? Maybe magician. Alright. Hungman's great. So 8 and 7 for sure you hang them. Let's start there. Then what? Strength? Okay. Okay. So I can strength 1-3 into a 4. Does that fix things? We only have 43 cards in the deck. I think 1-3 into a 4 works. Or no, I think that's it. Okay. I can use the magician on the 5 and the 4. This boss, 0 discards. That's not good. I should use the strength on the 8 to make an extra 9 to set us up for more 10s in the future. Oh well. Rebate on kings. Okay. Low straight wins. I have a lucky 5. I could play a pair, saving a discard for kings. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Yeah. How do I want to use my justice? Probably what I want to do is play the high straight with a glass card and then break the glass card as a way of removing a card. Could take an extra 3 here or an extra 5. I think neither. Extra 2? No. Maybe hallucination instead of the rebate? No. Okay. I have the 10. I should break a 9. Let's do that. I can discard 2 jacks. I have a winning hand. Let's break the 9. Didn't break. Okay. I got 2 blue seals. I can play ace high straight. Alright. This boss has no discards. That's rough, I gotta say. That's not great. What can we do? Buffoon pack? No. Hermit? No. We take a free reroll. I think we get rid of the extra discard, take a free reroll. We go Immolate. What's in here? Alright, here I got 5s and 4s. As long as I don't lose my 10s, maybe this is okay. Alright. We can go Hermit. And spin the wheel. Unlucky. We go extra hand size instead of Troubadour. Take a Juggler. That's got to be good enough. All right. For the win, I need a 6, which I don't have a lot of. I need a 10, which I don't have a lot of. Okay. I need 6 or 10. 3 outs. Alright, let's go lucky queen and jack. Let's go steal 2. Chip it. Celestial pack we can skip. Standard pack we could pick up a 5 or a 6. How are we doing on 5s? I think we don't need the 6. Could we get a purple seal? Could we get a mime? Mime for that blue seal value, that blue steel value. Go next. Alright, what are we looking at? We have the 10s in hand. So we can burn all the 10s. Nice. We're down to 1 10 in the whole deck. Go purple 2. I need to keep the 10? I don't need to keep the 10. I draw the low straight. Okay, I have a low straight. I can play a 6 high straight. Two aces in the deck, 15 cards in the deck. So can't do that. All right. Got the ace. I can play ace high, digging for a jack. I could discard the jacks. All right, how about a gold 5? Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. All right. Saturn card. I can make another glass card. Hey, look, another Immolate. So let's go Spectral Pack. I should have did it in the opposite order. So here's 3s and 2s. So let's see. How are we doing on jacks and kings? 3s and 2s. Light them up. Okay. I can put a red seal on a 3. I can make a red glass 3. That's kind of spicy. Go one more. I want Tarot Merchant. Okay. Priestess? Maybe. Empress, no. Justice, Aura. Maybe Aura, maybe Justice. Alright, we can hang him. Okay. So, based on this information, I think I'm going to... Where do we want to hang him? I have the 1, 2... I think I am supposed to get rid of the queen and the jack. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. So queen and jack here, we can hang them. I can save justice and aura. And go one more. In the wheel. Holographic juggler, that's fine. Go one more. Okay. So I have one more jack if I want. We can try to get the 1 jack. We can discard for the 2s. You know what? Let's get the jack. We don't need the ace. Okay. Aura on the 3. Holographic, nice. Okay. I can make the 10 into glass. Discard the 7 for the rebate money. I have 5 cards left. I could just ship it. Alright, Saturn. Standard pack. Okay, I get a 4 or a 2. I think we take one more 2. Sounds good. There's a Fool for a Saturn. We could do better than Saturn, probably. There's a Lucky Cat. I can make more glass cards. So the glass 10 didn't break. I can go glass queen. And then I can make another glass card with a fool. Let's go next. Rebate on 8s. Okay. I can discard another 8. Okay. I have a winning hand. I can discard a 2 if I want. I can play a lucky 4 if I want. Okay. I can play the lucky king for the money. Discard purple. Gives me a chariot. Okay. So I can make a glass. Could be a glass 5. I guess I already have the polychrome 5. Maybe that's the one that I make into glass. And then we don't have to play it. I can play ace 2, 3, 4, 5. I can make a steel 5. Get rid of the world. Great. Only anti-6. We did go back in time, didn't we? This boss says first hand face down. That's admittedly awkward for me. Could be a pickly situation. Let's go aura. Okay. Chariot. Yeah, maybe. Chariot doesn't super matter to me. I can use a fool for... Probably not going to use a fool for Saturn. We'll see. Alright, I have the 10. I have rebate on jacks. I have the low straight if I want. Play the low straight. So... I can go aura on the 2. Discard it. Priestess. Yeah, maybe we go steel ace. Which we can discard, of course. I guess I can play pair of 7s. I can play high card king. Discard the 1 jack. That's it, we only have the 1 jack. So we can play this straight. Feels like we have less than 26 cards in our deck. Maybe it's because our hand size is so big. Alright, Mega Standard. Could take a glass 10, could take a blue 6. Blue 6 works. Do I want a 7 or an 8? I think no. Do I want a 2? Maybe. Maybe I'll take a 2. Incantation? Nah. Go next. Alright, rebate on 7s. So we discard the 7s. We discard this 3. Okay. I should try to play the high straight if I can. So let's do that. Yeah, try to get the jack specifically. I have 9 cards in the deck. I want to rebate my 7s. I shouldn't have played that 5. Okay. Okay. Discard purple. I didn't get to rebate my 7s. That's okay. I think I'm gonna keep the world card because I can use it against the boss. Does that mean I use the Fool for a Saturn? That's fine. And then let's ship it. Alright, we get a moon. That's great. Standard pack. We can skip. Temperance gives me money. Could take lovers, I guess. Alright. First hand, face down. All of them. So, this is what I like to do. I like to just pick out 5 cards and then play them so that they turn face up. So now, I know my 8 and 7 are used up. I know that this here could be a 6 of clubs, but it's more likely to be a 7 if I sort by suit. It is clubs, which means it can't be a 7. So, sorry, it can't be a 6. Has to be a 7. This has to be... No. Has to be a 6. Has to be 6 of clubs. Okay, so that's my 6 of clubs. I don't need this 2 because I already have a 2 here. I do need a 3 and a 4. So what I need to know here is, are these the same rank? There's a 5. Okay. So all I gotta do is get a 4 and then that's it. Alright, that's it. We know this is a 3. Okay. Chariot. Don't need this 5. I guess I can make another steel too. Okay. Discard another 5 for the rebate money. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. All right. Two Saturn cards. This boss. Play only one hand type. All right. Got it. Get the hung man. All right. Which means king and queen, I think we finally hang them. I think we pack it up. I think 2 and ace we can make lucky. Um, 3 and 4 I can go lucky. 5 I can go glass. If we have enough 5s, we got 4 5s. We can make a glass 5 and skip the rest. Strength? Maybe. And I can turn a king into an ace. That's reasonable. Okay, rebate on 8s. I could just turn 2 8s or 2 7s into 2 8s for money. I'm not going to play this 5. Let's play the pair. Okay. King becomes an ace. Discard the 8. We can play the 5. We can get a 2. I don't need these glass cards. Wheel. Ace. 2, 3, 4, 5. Smash. Oh, I should have discarded another 8. Nah, it doesn't matter. Two Saturn cards. Don't need the sun. Justice again. Death. Cartomancer. Maybe, since we don't have that many cards in our deck anyway, maybe we don't need the rebate. Maybe we just take the Cartomancer. Okay. So Probably I use death. This is how I'm going to use death. I use death to copy the 3, and then I strengthen it into a 4. Or I guess I could copy the 5 and strengthen it into a 6. I guess that's fine. Here, Justice. I have an extra 2 in the deck. So I can turn this 2 into glass. I could use strength. I have maybe enough aces. I could make an extra 2. Okay. Keep the death card, go next. Fool for strength. So I could use Fool for death. And then strength in the future. Or I could just do strength now. Okay. So 7. Let's go 8. Go death. And then strength on the 5. That's it. And then discard. Hierophant's out of here. Alright, I do have another blue seal in the deck, right? So I can go ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. We get strength. Okay. So, how do I want to use my strength? 2 celestial packs. Nope. There's a Saturn card. Fool for Saturn or Fool for strength. I guess it's just Saturn for now. Maybe I should have held the Fool because Cartomancer could give me a death card. There's Justice. Alright. I can discard purple. I can discard 7s. Moon I don't need. 3 I don't need. Maybe... Alright, 6. 2. Trying to get a 5. Okay. I want to play ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't have a glass 2, so I should make a glass 2. I can turn this to... I can turn the ace into glass. I can discard 4 cards. I probably should have strength the ace. Too late now. I'm gonna hold the strength card. Alright. Slightly punished there. Omen Globe. We could get more Immolates. We get an extra discard, which I don't think we need. Boss says force a card to be selected. That's a little bit stinky. Alright, go next. Alright, so I can use death on the 6. I can use strength on the 6 and the 3. That'll give me 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay. And discard this ace. Alright. Get the Hungman for... Let's see here. 3 and 5s we can discard. I have 3 cards in the deck. So king and 7 we hang them. Then we play ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Okay. What's actually in my deck now? So I've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I need another strength card. There's a Troubadour. Maybe Troubadour. Maybe Troubadour instead of 6s. There's a strength card. Okay, there's another red seal. So I can use strength on an ace. I can use strength on a 2. I can use, let's see here, red seal on the newly formed 3. I can make a glass 3. Let's make a red 3, which we can try to turn into glass. Could take an extra 2. We don't need an extra 2. Let's go next. Judgment we don't need. Alright. So I already have a winning hand here, huh? Right. We just go discard the purple. Devil on the 6. Ace 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright. Look, a blue seal. Also a Celestial pack. Celestial pack we don't need. We got an Arcana pack here. What am I looking for? I'm looking for strength. I'm looking for a Hungman. Hey, look, a Hungman. I can make my red seal card into glass. I could 2 7s here. I could hang them. Maybe the ace and the 2 I'm supposed to hang them. So let's go ace and 2. I could save the Hungman, and then against the boss here, when you use the Hungman, then it deselects the cards, but we don't need to do that. We'll just go glass 3 and then go next, no problem. All right, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. That's as close as we can get, I guess. All right, trip it. Brunch. Well, all right. Not Jokerless, obviously, here on the red stick, but Jokerless finish at least. We got 200 million points without any Jokers there. This is what the final deck looks like. We still have 3 7s, 3 6s, 3 5s, 2 4s, and 1 3. So if we needed to, we could continue playing straights. We have a clean 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So if we wanted to play, you know, without risking any glass cards, that's something that we can do. But once again, demonstrating Immolate, light them up every time. If you only have one more of a card in your deck, like maybe you only have one more 3 in the deck, or you only have one more 9 in the deck, or only one more blue seal in the deck, if you have few enough cards in your deck, then you can draw that one card, the same card every time. Get the same hand every time. Also, don't sleep on superposition, the ability to make a tarot card every round. I say it's, what is it, self-enabling. So like you get the tarot cards, and then with the tarot cards makes it easier for you to get straights. And you don't have to stick with the superposition forever. You could just use it for a little while, and then when you get the right tarot cards, like maybe you get a strength card, then you switch to 4 of a kind. You sell the superposition or something like that. Or you get a death card from superposition, switch to 4 of a kind or something like that. Here, level 35. Turns out level 35, that's the one where you get 100,000 points. Take care, everyone.